In preparing for the European Council, our primary objective is for the European Union to support President Trump's peace efforts with all the tools at its disposal, not to play politics against them. It is very important that, in view of the possible meeting with Russia in Budapest, the European Union does not make any statements that would hinder or obstruct this process. This is the first debate at the political level on the 7-year budget framework plan. What is important for us is that the main objective of the next 7-year budgetary framework should not be to channel European citizens' money to Ukraine, to use the money taken from European regions, from European farmers, to finance Ukraine's war effort, and that the main objective should not be to open up the instruments of political and ideological pressure even wider than at present and allow all EU funds to be suspended for purely political and ideological reasons. I see the European Union's strategic objectives as being fundamentally different from President Trump's. The European Union is currently interested in prolonging this war conflict, and I see that all its political statements, all its decisions, all its proposals are aimed at ensuring that this war does not end. Hungary stands for peace. The only serious peace initiative at the moment is President Trump's peace initiative. It would be in the interests of Europe as a whole, and Hungary in particular, if the Russian war in Ukraine were to end with a ceasefire and meaningful peace negotiations. This is why we have to work.
The second issue to be discussed at the European Council is that of Ukraine. As we discussed yesterday, we hope to move forward with this sanctions package. Well, and the other important thing is the reparation loan to Ukraine, which will once again strengthen Ukraine in resisting Russian aggression. The key is for Europe to show today what role it can play in these negotiations. And that's what it's meant to do. Of course, we are counting on President Trump to bring about a solution that is in line with Ukraine's interests. And that's why this sentence, which I mentioned, that changing the borders cannot be done by force. On the other hand, in these negotiations, in these talks, Europe, the European Union, must also play a role.